All right, here are my top 10 teams to start this 2025 college football season. At number 10, I'm going to go Michigan. Bryce Underwood, their new quarterback. I think last year is just a little bit of a bump in the road for Sharon Moore, and they're going to be right back in the hunt for a Big Ten title. So I've got them at 10. Alabama at 9. I'm a big believer in Kalen DeBoer. He's won everywhere he's been. Their development of their quarterbacks everywhere he's been has been excellent. So Ty Simpson, their new quarterback, I think he's a guy to watch out for. And, of course, they've got Ryan Williams on the outside. Number 8, I've got LSU. A lot of pressure on Brian Kelly this year. He's got to win. Tough opener against Clemson. I think that's going to be a tough win. But even if they lose that game, you look at the rest of their schedule and the quality of their roster, I do believe this is a team that can get right back into the mix and potentially go to the playoffs. So LSU is 8. Georgia is at 7. Now, I've got questions about their quarterback. I know people believe Gunnar Stockton is going to go out there and play really well, and I think that he probably will. But this is a team that got pushed around by Notre Dame last year, and that's not something that a lot of people had on their bingo card. But that happened. And so how do they answer that bell? Kirby Smart, he's been one of the best in the sport for a long time. At number 6, because of that game, I've got Notre Dame, just ahead of Georgia. Love what Marcus Freeman has done. They've built themselves up front really solidly. They can run it. Their defense is excellent. They've got the best back in the country, an individual back in Jeremiah Love. I think that'll help them breaking in a new quarterback in C.J. Carr. Number 5, I've got Oregon. Oregon under Dan Lanning is a team that I think every single year is going to have a top 5-6 roster in the sport. That's how they recruit. We'll see what happens at quarterback. I think they've got talent everywhere. I know they have to replace a lot off of last year's Big Ten title team and that team that lost in the Rose Bowl to Ohio State, but I think they're going to be right back there. 4 is Clemson. Sleeper pick for me now for a national championship. Lots of veteran talent. 16 starters back. Their quarterback, Cade Klubnik. Lots of top-end talent, in particular on the defense, and in particular up front on their defense. So Clemson is number 4. And then you get into the big boys. Ohio State is at number 3 for me. They've got to replace their quarterback plus 14 guys, 14 that went to the NFL draft. And think about that. This is still a program that can replace those guys and still play at the top end. They've got the 2 best players in the sport overall in Jeremiah Smith and Caleb Downs, so I've got them at 3. Texas, I've got at number 2. Arch Manning mania has begun. Their defense should be excellent. They've got talent everywhere on the field. But my number 1 team in the preseason is going to be Penn State. There is a specific blueprint that Michigan followed and then Ohio State followed to win a national championship in the last couple of years, and that is veteran talent coming back to take part in their senior year. James Franklin needs to get over that hump, winning those matchup games, those big games. I think they can do it with Drew Aller at quarterback, those running backs, quality defense. So Penn State is my number 1 team.